A couple of things have been brought to my attention that some people might like changed now that we're have a fresh face. And y'all, some of these are really kind of insignificant, but I'm gonna go ahead while we've got some time and bring them up. Food in court. Everybody can have water whenever they want to. The attorneys can have, whatever drink they want to, as long as you're not klutzy like me and don't spill it all over everything. I guess if you do, that'll be your problem. If we are working through lunch and the jury's out and we're working and y'all are here and the clients are here, that's okay. But snacking while trial's going on, we're not going to be doing that, okay? So if we are working through lunch, if we are working late and it's dinner time, it will be okay to the attorneys or the defendants have food. Not while somebody's on the stand testifying, okay? We're not at a movie. We're not going to be eating popcorn. All right. Hopefully that'll be all I have to say about that. Apparently, one of the first things that I don't know how many different deputies told me was the clothing for the clients has gotten a little out of hand in terms of how much they all have now. I don't know, but y'all need to maybe get together and let's exchange most of that. And sure, they can have new outfits for court, but it sounds like they're like full wardrobes full of clothing for some of these defendants. And that's just a lot for the deputies to have to keep up with. So how about if y'all check in and maybe through Miss Rosser, y'all all know Miss Rosser, I think. She's not even here today. Yeah, she is over there. Miss Rosser, my fabulous litigation manager. And let's make sure that it gets whittled down to a manageable amount of clothing, like there are only going to be 5 days in each week. So even if they had a different outfit every day, that would only be 5 outfits, okay? We shouldn't have 20 different outfits for anybody. So y'all need to clear out, apparently, the closet. So now I've done that for the deputies. They'll be more happy. Okay, next topic. Minimizing disruptions in court. I don't exactly know what that means yet, but let's try to conduct court in a way that minimizes disruptions. And we'll just leave it at that for now. There was an issue about apparently, and I'm not even sure if I understand exactly what has gone on with this, but the defendants listening through earpods to things on laptops while court is going on. And I'm not sure I understand why that's happening. And that raises some security issues with our security staff, with the sheriff's office. So can somebody kind of explain to me what that's about and why that's necessary? And if nobody wants to, then we'll just do away with it.
I think it was originally combat boredom.
All right. Well, we won't be bored from here on out. So then if that's the only reason for it, I want to be moving forward efficiently and expeditiously. So let's just plan to not have that happen anymore. And if there arises some new reason for it, then we can address it again anew. Okay?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Good morning again, Sergeant Matthews, Mr. Huey. There are times where the defendant might need to listen to evidence, interviews, things of that nature, and I've made that available for my clients to listen to some of the interviews from witnesses, testimony, prior interviews, things of that nature. For evidentiary purposes, that would be a request for my client to be able to have that access where necessary.
So why is that happening in court? That seems like something that should happen after hours between the two of you.
I certainly understand that. Just maximizing the time that I have with my clients since I don't have availability with him outside of court every day. So he's here, we're here. So a lot of times I'll give him an opportunity to review evidence and things of that nature. So
All right.
that would be the only reason I want to ask.
I'm going to ask that you try to get that done outside of courtroom time. And if there is some sort of an emergency, unexpected reason why something can't have been reviewed before, then you can bring that to my attention. But okay. All right. I would like to find out from kind of everybody how many witnesses there are to go and what you expect those witnesses to say. And one reason I say that is because Judge Glanville had entered an order, which I may not have brought downstairs with me, but y'all, when I describe it, will probably be familiar with it, that essentially said everybody, not really, but several parties have asked for mistrials, I think, because things are moving so slowly. And he entered an order that seemed to say, it appears that the state has 200 and something witnesses. We're on 50 something now. Everybody's causing disruptions, or not causing, but there have been a lot of disruptions because a witness is on the stand and all of a sudden one party or the other comes up with some video that nobody's ever seen before. And that's the reason for all of this disruption. But at the same time, you know, maybe some of this can be whittled down. And that is a wild paraphrase of that order, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. What I want to know is, where are we really? I mean, I know, you know, witness lists look one way before the trial, and who you end up calling oftentimes ends up being something different. I know this is a multi-count indictment. I know that there are a lot of defendants involved in several different incidents. And I don't expect this right now, but I would like from everybody, to the extent the defense knows whether they're going to present a case or not, a realistic list of witnesses, maybe like what counts they go to and what you expect those witnesses to say generally, broadly. Because this case has been going on for a really long time. And there is a rule that lets me exclude cumulative evidence. And I might end up using that. So how about y'all give me a heads up on all of that, okay? And if that is something that y'all could have to me by next Friday for everybody, that would be great. Let's see, what's next on my list? With regard to kind of just general scheduling, other than the week of the 29th, and then I was told, I think Monday through Thursday of August 19th through 22nd. Is anybody aware of time that has already been given to the jury as you're out of court this week? You have this week free? No? Okay. All right. Does any attorney right now know of a date that nobody from your team can be here? And I wouldn't expect that to be the case because y'all are in trial, but no, I mean, anybody getting married? Okay. So I hesitate to even say the next thing I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. The little bit I have seen about this case, it definitely has appeared that there have been times that tempers have flared a whole lot and that people have been maybe less than professional. And I hope that this kind of breather has given everybody a breather. And everybody has been absolutely wonderful here today. But I would like for us to maintain a degree of decorum and dignity and professionalism. That is what is really expected of all of us as members of the bar. I don't want to have to say anything beyond that, okay? But if it gets to a point where I think that is not being carried out appropriately, we're going to all have to talk, okay?